Well, you mentioned user-generated content, utilizing user-generated content. Then one of the ways to do this, we covered this in one of my episodes with those who are subscribers to different podcasts will know him. He's known as the beard guy, Norm Farah. So he shared this with us, and it's a great tip. So what he said was, get somebody that you know, and this is 100% white hat. So it's in compliance with Amazon, nothing bad. But get somebody that you know to ask a question on your product. And then as the brand, you have the right to answer it. So now you answer the question. And of course, the important thing here is both the question and the answer, they are indexed. So now you can totally answer the question, but really stuff it with anything because now you have free reign on how you want to answer it. You're providing the answer to the question, but you are putting all the information to make that connection with user-generated content. So this is like the best way to get because people look at those questions, right? They of course they look at the pictures and the copy and the A+, but really they go look at the negative reviews, if there are any. Why? And they look at the questions. So what do you think about that?
How long ago was that guy on your show when he gave you that advice?
Probably about 2 months now.
That's funny. I totally agree with what he's saying. When I was first getting into my own freelance business, doing consulting, doing listing optimization, I was told you want to basically make sure there's no questions. You want to answer them all before people even can ask them, right? You want to make sure that all their objections and questions are answered. Now, over just in the last, 12 to 18 months, I've kind of just completely gone the opposite on that point of view. Now I see questions, just like you said, the more questions that get asked, the better. And we have even had, friends or other people write pointed questions that we can answer them. The other thing that we do is we actually, for example, we use that opportunity to use video to answer the question. So for example, like a lot of the competitors that are top sellers for electric bikes, they're Chinese, right? So they really just drop ship. They don't have American customer service. They're really just a company that can get the product dirt cheap, and then they kind of drop ship it to America. And we want to basically show people that we're legit, right? So we had somebody write a question, and we took a video of the actual warehouse for the company that's in Arizona, and they have the shipping warehouse. And we took a video that was live in there showing that, like, hey, here's a real warehouse, and we ship out 10,000 bikes a month. And it was just a less than a minute video that we posted on the questions. And that was in week 2 of launch. And then after that week, with the same ad spend, same strategy, just from that question, we saw sales jump up about 10 units a day. So wow. It goes to show that, again, it's all pointing back to we're real. This is a real company. We're not just an Amazon seller. We're not just in this ethereal world of online Amazon. We're like an actual company that you could walk to in person. You can talk to a real person. We're American. We're not Chinese. We're not Filipino. We speak English, good, fluent English. And if you can reinforce that fact, again, it really separates you. So I totally agree. The more questions, using keywords to get stuff. When I go to certain companies and I build out their teams, I build out their customer service teams. I train them for how to do Amazon, right? Normally it's better to have it in-house. And for the team that I'm working with now, I said, hey, here's all the keywords that I use in the listing already. Here's your list of keywords to use when you respond to a question. And so they have their own keyword bank that, again, they use, and they plug it in with the video that they take. And then you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the creative side, the content, and then you still get to index for new keywords that you didn't get to put in the main title or bullet points.
Yeah, it's so true. And I do it myself. I mean, I just go down to the questions. I look at the reviews. And of course, Amazon is something I do all the time. I'm especially interested in what people are doing. But if you really want authentic information, all the stuff at the top, bullets and the A+, it's just fluff. It's marketing material. Yeah, of course, it's important to connect, but really, if you want to get to the nitty gritty, you're going to learn it from the questions and answers. So it's a big deal. And so scrolling down, going straight to the bottom and looking at the videos, I can see why